Hello, this is our after show after the show, where we talk about the show. Tonight we're discussing what we just recorded, episode 2. Taking this off. Um,
No,
where we dealt
It
with
ruins-
the death of Zag, the resurrection of Zag, and the introduction of the teachers and some other things. So let's go around, get your highlights or thoughts or just an opinion you have, either in character or out of character, about this session, and then we'll kind of go through step by step of what happened, starting with Vin.
Everything happened so much. I think that's going to be like my entire encompass of this episode. We covered so much, and I'm so happy. Like, I had a grand time. I guess Miss Schaus. Oh my god. That was the best curveball in my life. Like, yeah, what?
That was, yeah, because I was like, I mean, all of these are like tongue-in-cheek, like a student named Zeus, just deal with it. But I'm like, literally someone just called chaos. I'm like, how do you justify that?
I mean, in this field, or in
Schaus.
their field.
Yes.
I will say one moment with Orpheus, my dear. I was going, I can't sing Caravan Palace. I barely know the words.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, just gonna shut down.
That was unexpected. I had like the least written for that, and winging. I didn't realize winging Orpheus would turn into what that turned into. That was a good time.
Unlocked something in your heart.
Yes.
Yes.
You let something out, and I don't know if you can put it back.
Not. Okay. Wes, how are you feeling? You had a big app.
Yeah, but everybody was on top of it this episode. Every single person was on top of it. Y'all are all fucking amazing. I'm gonna say this every like after show, but it's so awesome, like getting to like play with other people. And this is not to discontinue the people that I normally play with over on my channel or anything like that, but like
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Better
yeah,
than
but
them.
but no, like it's really refreshing getting to play with new people and like get to know new people and get to like work off of each other. I did improv comedy in fucking college, boo, and which is what happens.
It's like one credit.
Yeah. And
You're a man who did improv? Oh my.
Oh my, a white guy with brown beard that did improv?
Right.
Yeah.
Make sure you're telling me like IPAs.
Oh god, I can't stand them.
Good.
No, like it's really great. Like y'all are all really making these characters your own, and you're consistently like I'm breaking every single time by something that you do. It is somehow how you react, even and no matter how big or small it is. Fucking Theseus is just amazing. Just like taking like you are showcasing that tactical side of Theseus so well. Of like just being like you're like, no, I'll take my lumps, but I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna make sure I get mine, and I'm gonna get fed. I'll take these lumps and everything, but no. I'm gonna be a step ahead. No, it's perfect. Dusa, oh god, April, holy shit. Can I say holy shit on this? I think I've said
No,
fuck already.
we don't curse on this
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
show.
No profanity after
Oh.
midnight.
My comment got deleted from the chat because I said fuck.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to curse.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I specifically
Earn
was
it.
prohibited.
But like
Bully's gonna have to edit this whole thing.
but like April, like you're on it, the stammers, the stumbling, the getting like flustered very easily. Perfect.
Thank you.
Rachel, what the shit? All right. Yeah, let me dislocate a man's finger, then make out with him in a classroom. That's the most Meg thing ever. Yeah,
really
perfect.
was.
Spot on.
So
Like, yeah,
hot.
Wait, hang
Yeah.
on. He called me a bitch first.
that's true.
Then
That's
I just
that is not what I expected, but you know, yeah, thoroughly surprised. Fucking Vin. Jesus, the whole dream sequence, and then everything you had to say
That
to
fucks me up.
somebody.
I'm not gonna lie. That fucks me up.
And then of course Bully, like those teachers are like God. It was like I felt like I was in a haunted house, but like for seeing some of my favorite characters in a video game where it's just like going through, I'm in a cart and it's just like, and then we're in this and I'm like, yes, give me more. I want to see more. I want to see like, yeah, no, like I cannot wait for the next characters that you introduce and bring up. Like
Glad you said
Holy
that, because
shit.
once I started paying attention to the time and trying to get through it, I felt like
Mhm.
the David Pumpkins, the elevator of just like hitting every time we open, it's a random chaotic thing. I'm like, that's what I just did for the whole second half of this episode. I feel like was open the doors, let's meet this teacher and see what it is.
You got me fucked up on Orpheus, by the way. I walked right into that. Like,
I don't know why.
What was your song gonna be?
it was gonna be "Happy When It Rains" by the Jesus and Mary Chain. A very Thanatos song, but like no, that's even better that he doesn't get the answer. It's like Orpheus is just like. And
In
not-
my mind,
the not
Orpheus
you-
was like, "Oh, you're the sad music boy." No, I'm the sad music boy. Even though I'm the teacher, I'm choosing to have this rivalry with this student. This
Only one sad boy.
I cannot wait until more experiences with Professor Orpheus. God, but yeah, that's me. It's just you're all bright shining stars, and I'm happy to be on this journey with y'all.
to see how happy Wes gets after sad Than all episode. Rachel, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'd like to address the elephant in the room, which is yesterday was Wes's birthday. Happy birthday, Wes.
Happy birthday, Wes. Hey.
Thank you,
A big boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's
But this was so fun. The first episode, the first part, I was really quiet, mostly because I was just kind of watching how everybody else reacted, because it was just like, I have to remind myself, like, oh, you can't just watch these people be the most entertaining thing ever. You have to actually play.
Sometimes, if you
What
want.
a mood.
But yeah, like Dusa nervous stammering throughout everything, and like trying to figure out like how do we navigate the fact that Dusa is gonna Dusa.
Yeah, figuring out how to make sure
Yes,
Dusa doesn't talk.
seriously.
I love seeing the different approaches to everyone. Like, oh, okay, how do we not? I love those moments. Speaking of April, how are your thoughts? How are you feeling?
I loved I can't pick a part out that I didn't like. Like at no point was I sitting here going, God, I wish this was over. No, everything was amazing. Even your elevator of teachers. We're just all sitting here like on every word, like, okay, what else happens? What else happens? I'm like, do you want to talk to students? Yes, but tell me more about the next teacher. I need to know what the next level is gonna be.
My highlight for Dusa was you trying to make Hermes the Dusa of the God Squad. I loved that. Also, yeah, like Hypnos even saying at the end, it's like, okay, Dusa, you're sneaky here.
Yeah.
Well, like as you get more into the game, Dusa isn't stupid. Dusa
Mm-mm.
knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of that's why she didn't really say much during the classroom scenes, because I don't think she would. She would just kind of watch and just be like, oh God, this is a lot.
Was a lot.
But now I know something about everybody.
There you go.
And I think you missed a roll. Meg should have rolled to turn everyone on in the room after she broke that man's finger and started making out with him. Because really, that was for all of us.
We're getting in the turn on territory. Behind the curtain, I sort of requested in our session 0 not to bang anyone the first game, because I like to build up to that. But I feel like now some of those trains have left the station, and I've written sex moves for all these characters. Also, I forget half the playbooks because of my brain. So I love remembering, like, oh yeah, you could do that. Like remembering that Than can bring someone back. Truly, you'd think I would remember something like that, such a huge plot thing. But I'm like, oh, I love this. And it is.
I think like everyone hold off to hooking up, but here's a butt ass naked Dionysus.
Yo, right? Come on.
Like,
Hypnos
sorry.
dealing with that.
Listen.
Vin, oh my God, Vin, take care of your business. Just
like
are we playing charades? Like, what the
While
hell?
Than's in his darkest self, poor Hypnos just wants to sleep. And
when I said to you then, as the character Thanatos to the character Hypnos, well, are you going to take care of that? Like, like, what do you expect to do? Like that kind of thing. That was me saying, well, are you going to? We're not in the first episode anymore. So, oh no, okay, like, you're like, because it doesn't make sense for me. Like, it kind of does, but it doesn't make sense for me. But like, order up, like.
I did want to use I had a dream about you on the NPC like yet. Like that's the only reason
we're gonna get to that fucking dream
this
too.
Is yours.
We're gonna get to that. Speaking of Theseus, had a roller coaster of an episode.
Seriously. Theseus had himself a day.
Yeah. What sticks out to you? What are your thoughts?
Oh God, the goblin in my dreams was something. The goblin in my dreams was something. Like that was. It's like, what is what? No, don't do this to me. When y'all were like, this is like villain story for Theseus where it starts. I was like, yep, this is it. Like these two brothers just started fucking with me, and I was just trying to get away from being an accomplice to a fucking like someone falling off a cliff. I don't blame myself for that. I'm not taking that L.
Got attacked by rats in a tunnel, and now fucking Hypnos.
And this is what I get.
Did you say Theseus was wearing forces like AF ones? Okay. What kind? Like specifically what kind? Because I wanted to mourn those fucking shoes so bad. Oh no, pour one out.
Fresh pair, because he had to come in to school fresh.
No creases. Yes,
absolutely.
Rest in peace. Pour one out for those shoes.
Stomp the rat with it.
Those hypothetical shoes.
Melted and then Meg threw those shoes.
Yeah.
Well,
he didn't wear J's because he knew there was crossing a water, so he was like, I don't want to take the chance on my J's.
Yeah.
But a crisp pair of forces, I can do that.
Yeah, they can handle it. They can take it.
Those are fishing shoes. Oh, okay. It's that time. If I can, please assist me as I try to go scene by scene as we get our thoughts. Starting with the running away. Starting with running into the rats. We have a very volatile group here. Like I said, Monster Hearts is not a combat game by any means, but Hades is a combat game. So I want to sprinkle in ways to make that a thing, and this felt like a good opportunity for that. Those my personal one of the most hated enemies of the game is those fucking rat pukers. Just the whole temple.
I'm just glad you didn't bring out like the tiny vermin, because that would have been real fucked up.
They were there.
It?
He's focused on the big boys, and yeah. What?
Tiny vermin.
Wes was like yelling. Weren't you yelling like?
Okay, yeah.
Bone Hydra in the chat. I'm like, it's episode 2. We're not gonna get a Bone Hydra.
I wasn't expecting the Temple of Sticks like vermin though, because like you bully, those are like the worst fuckers in the game for me. Like I'll take the satyrs on, I'll take Bone Hydra, I'll fight all 3 of the goddamn sisters all together all day. I'll take that. But fighting those rats, fuck it. So I wasn't expecting it. I was like, Bone Hydra, maybe. It's not Meg. It's not Meg.
Okay.
Meg's sister just busts out of the ground.
It's like Electra.
Took my sweater.
If Theseus had rolled just like 3 points lower, it could have been. And I was praying.
Meg has that move so if you roll to run away and you don't get 7 and 9, you run into something worse. Meg is a move to be that something worse that could have been interesting. But yeah. Had a little rat fight. Then the rest of you, I had no idea how you would initially react to okay, we have to go tell someone or we can't tell anyone, and we took the latter, which was interesting. And ran into rats together, made it through. Some of you were tougher than others. Also, I love Theseus just booking it every time.
Yeah,
like it makes sense.
Self-preservation.
Like how you're the only one who got hated on for running, because Dusa also, I was like, goodbye.
And I was gonna yell at Dusa for running.
No, also he keeps bragging about how big and strong he is.
True.
Yeah, but that strength is athletic field.
That strength is in running.
Fighting giant fucking rats.
Look, as somebody that goes to frequent metal shows, you punched a metalhead directly in the fucking face. All right. So, like that takes some gall right there.
I've seen movies, you just take a baseball bat and swing. You win.
Yeah, we made it out of the caves. Ran into our first staff, which was Persephone in the Garden, who, aka Zag's mom, potentially. I'll see how that might or might not work out. So I was very interested as, depending on the choice you made, if it's like, all right, it's going to be confession or first up on our lying. And Dusa, of course, failed the role to do so, which she's like, okay, you guys were up to something. She told on you, obviously, but I still loved that scene.
But no, totally cool. No one noticed.
I was honestly surprised, like with the rats, that you put Persephone right out there, right in the front too. That's bold and it paid off, because I was fully expecting us to run into Charon and him just being like,
Just that
was what I
menacing.
expected as well. And Charon just has to be like, I don't know what he's talking about. Well, we should leave.
Just back away slowly.
Charon's in town. We'll be able to visit him and the final NPC soon. But yeah, made it into the school, went in, didn't sleep. The Dionysus scene then happened, which I thank you for letting me play Dionysus. I enjoyed that immensely.
You could be Dionysus more,
Yeah,
a lot more.
I almost completely forgot too that the whole thing is you said he could stay with you too. So it literally, I remember at the last second, it's like, oh yeah, but I'm like, also if you walked in drunk and you see like this comfortable area, like you're gonna be drawn to that.
immediately.
Yeah, I think this is the episode where Hypnos learned they have to lock their door when they leave,
Yeah, absolutely.
or
They got
drunk
to
people
lock
just
it up.
sleep in their nest.
You let him take a blank. I just loved you dealing with him and just being done with everything. That was amazing. And then immediately getting to bed and being a goblin, which I love. Hypnos as just a little nightmare creep that was coming up, hooking the arm, leaning over the cliff.
Mm.
And especially since you brought that in after Priz, you specified your dream was about killing
I know.
Thanatos. I'm like,
it just happened to fall into place.
mm-hmm. I'm
Because
like,
I
this.
initially wanted to go into Than's dream to like have a little bro heart on heart, but nobody went
Oh.
to sleep.
Yeah.
We'll have that.
It's gotta
Okay.
sleep
Well, that-
sometime.
We'll make it happen.
Tonight, you can get us all. We'll all be real tired.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We did that, and then we had our Hades talk, which was fun. Mr. Sirius Headmaster.
You, the follow and the silence is just like, yeah, that's him. That's all you have to say. Like you don't even have to try to do the no, like the fucking the gravitas of that man just walking around. Follow, silence.
Also, is he wearing a cape? Because I had a very cape-esque. You did some things, and I'm like, Bully needs a cape right now.
I do, just
This
for a lot of
right
reasons.
Stacey was like, I'm gonna talk to that guy. and
Yeah,
suck up
yeah,
to
I liked
him."
and
That was
the
so
leader,
good.
the leader thing.
That's
That
who
was
I'm gonna suck up to.
I like the
So
introduction of that. That worked out well, especially the moment when Theseus was like hammered in on by the rest of the group. It's like, you're in charge of this group, right? I was like, yes, I am. That was good.
Another teacher that totally believes that we know nothing about his
You
Zag's
pulled
disappearance.
off the Zag thing pretty well with shutting down Hermes to get him to stop asking about it when he went to collect you, and then pulling the wool over old Hades' eyes. So good job on that. Do some
I'm
through
glad
again.
I was able to pass that condition to Dusa.
Yeah.
That is the best condition you could have given me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I want Dusa to get yelled at for stealing a thing, but now Dusa came up with her other plans. This is gonna be good. And then we met the teachers. Let's get the list of teachers out, 'cause I don't even remember what happened during that.
Oh, I wrote them down.
Starting with Nyx, figuring out who would teach what was fun for me because why not? That's what we do. That's fandom weird stuff. But I essentially said I'm sure he knows the staff is essentially all Hades people, since the gods are students. I was like, the staff should be essentially the workers under Hades,
Mhm.
mostly. Some aren't, obviously, but started with Nyx, who's just Nyx. I don't know. What are your thoughts on
Her-
that?
I can't wait till our English list, our book list.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I kind of get the same reading that we had similar high school experiences, that our favorite teachers were our literature English teachers,
Yep.
like
Look,
who actually listened to us, like that was, oh god, that was so cool. I don't know.
make me think about my emotional support English teachers.
Exactly. I was
Oh my
thinking
god, I
about
miss
mine.
my English teacher.
Miss Pratt comes to mind. I'm just like, I miss you.
Thanks,
You were
Mr.
dope.
Garrett. Yeah.
I also have. I can't wait to see teacher Nix and Than start bonding.
That
Oh,
Than
worked
start
out.
coming out of his
Yeah.
little shell.
Yeah, way to pull out the darkest self. I liked that working
I
out
didn't-
that way.
I didn't know if I wanted to keep like stewing in it or not, because it was like I'm not used to having Darkest Selves go off in like the first 2 sessions of Monster Hearts when I run them, but I thought it makes sense, and then like it was just perfect. Like having like there's one person that's going to listen to you that actually wants to see you succeed, and like the way you had it worded within Darkest Self, it just fit so perfectly that I could not like had to, and I'm glad that like since we're not doing the whole Nyx is Hypnos and Thanatos' mom, like
Mhm.
having emotional support English teacher
Yeah,
as like that kind of like motherly, like matronly kind of role is like awesome. I can't wait to do more scenes with Nyx. That's gonna be fantastic.
Nyx was fun, and I just got into the thing in the game not that long ago with where she fires Dusa for essentially working
Yep.
too hard and being like
Yep.
too, and like that really resonated with me. I'm like, oh, that's I already had her as an English teacher, but I'm like, it's one of those type of teachers of like, there's more than just okay, I need to be the best student and be that. I'm like, no, there's something more you can get out of this than just like the grade, and
Mhm.
I actually will punish you for or not respond well if you're too focused on that. So I was taking a lot of that energy for, I don't know, there's so much going on with Nyx, trying to find one thing to focus on and make that like,
Mhm.
I don't know.
I figured that was the energy you were going with, and that was specifically why I chose to talk to Athena.
Yeah, and yeah, that came out.
Played into
You
the
responded
decision-making
perfectly
I
to
made.
that. You guys are so good at like reading what I'm putting out there, even a little bit. Like it feels, I'm keep being like, are they looking at my notes? Do they know that this like, this is like, a lot of times you try to get something across and then it ends up different and then you just run with how it ends up. But like you guys are so good at picking up on things and just giving it back to me and building on it. Yeah, the you and Athena bonding over like being the more type A student who's gets the A's, but this isn't the teacher that's gonna respond to that was fun. That was good. And then what helped in that class? They got asked about Zag again. You got Hermes to you're Dusa and Hermes, the chaos back and forth of the two just chaos cannons going at each other. It's great. And then we had our
That was
first kiss was
Kiss!
Megan Aries out of nowhere.
Woo!
Okay.
And that came out of Theseus. I wasn't sure. I'm like, he's not gonna know if you're being nice or not, and it's gonna confuse and anger him when you relax stuff to Aries. So I loved Meg
I love
capitalizing
that. Oh,
on
man.
that.
I was like, why are you yelling at me about why this guy I just met but then he started asking about how I got hurt, and I'm not gonna fucking answer that. I'm gonna break your finger and make out with you.
It
As
was
one does.
wild.
Exactly.
Wild.
One.
The connecting the dots on that transaction, how we started with Theseus being like, "What's up?" to that is show me where that makes sense.
It
Only in Monster Hearts.
keep the game feral.
Yeah. But yeah, with that, I'm like, Aries isn't going to promise you something you want because he has no idea what you want. And Aries isn't going to act embarrassed. So I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, are we making out right now? Yeah. You just broke my fucking finger. Let's go.
The dichotomy between the interaction with Meg and Zag and then Meg and Aries.
It's the
Right?
two.
Meg's just gonna beat everyone up until they make out with
Yeah.
her.
It's going to hurt all the boys.
Theseus just like
Kiss them.
fist bump.
Yeah.
I don't know how you made that into a win, but congrats to you. That's pretty much what that was.
For Zagreus, I wanted answers from him,
Mhm.
and Ares wanted answers from me, and I wasn't going to give them up.
Mm-mm.
And so,
We had another
Yes.
Dionysus fan moment in the back of the room
Yeah.
too. I
Mm.
forgot
So
what
be nice to him,
line I used.
man.
no,
He
I,
is-
Something about hanging out. I just remembered
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I did
Oh,
Dionysus mode, I
Mhm.
just pick out words you say. I'm like,
It's
I'm gonna
the-
turn that
it's-
into an innuendo, and I just wait
Yeah.
for a chance to do that. I black
It's-
out the rest of the conversation.
If there's any one of the God Squad that is going to hook up or have anything with Thanatos, it is going to be Dionysus. But I'm gonna make him work for it. That's the thing. I'm gonna make him specifically work for
Here's
it.
the thing: he doesn't work for anything. We'll
It's
see.
the thing. He doesn't work for anything. We'll see though. We'll see. That's
We'll
like
see who gives in first.
Yeah.
That's another. I don't know. That's what I love about this game too. Is there's so many of like we have the ships that we know and love, and like on some level we want to see them again. But then there's the ones that I'm like Dionysus and Thanatos. What? And now
Mhm.
that's
I'm
happening.
here
like,
for that.
Yeah. God of Death and the God of Party is yes, they should kiss. And here we are. Although
Kiss
also
him.
not realizing that Theta and Theseus could just make a power couple. Although
God.
Artemis notices things. I got that in my back pocket.
Oh, I'm sure. No, Theseus is I
picked
want
the-
to be the best at everything, and that doesn't always translate to relationships because there's no such thing as best.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. But yeah, that was Nyx. That was English. And then we went to science with Persephone. And since we already sort of had the interaction with her, I'd sort of, and also we spent forever on Nyx. That's when I started realizing we were short on time. But I wanted to get the story way to maybe explore if you wanted to with the palm stuff. And also everything's a nod to the game. So obviously that is too.
Hey, it worked out. We needed that palm. That gives us a way out.
Palm
Mhm.
power.
Yes, and once we have more time, I'm gonna make you actually look for these things if you want to keep using that as an excuse to go wondering.
Yes, we want the extra credit.
yeah.
So credit's good. Also, to me, she makes sense as a science teacher, just biology,
Yeah.
Mhm.
gardening,
Mhm.
that. And then Orpheus, which was
God.
I never really intended to, because it's such an obvious, like, yeah, Orpheus is a music teacher. It was gonna be him or Eurydice or whatever. But I like her cooking till too. But I had nothing in my head really for the class because I'm like, it is what it is. What else is there to say? And I ended up being like my favorite scene, maybe.
That's how you played him doesn't remind me of my actual like band teachers and stuff like that in school. But like the guy that I learned how to play bass from was definitely that of like I'm not gonna let you get a word in. Because I'm talking about all my experiences, the time that I was in a touring band that opened for this band that opened for a big band. You know, like I was in the band that opened for the band that opened for Jimmy Eat World. So I technically opened for Jimmy Eat World, you know,
Mhm.
and got like, oh, God.
Yeah, in my mind, I'm like, he's so dramatic. Orpheus is so damn dramatic.
Mhm.
And also, I'm like, but also he's like a storyteller. So it's like, and I love the teachers that you're like, yeah, ask him about this, and they will talk the rest of the class. I'm like, there's
Mhm.
got to be one of those, and that's got to be him.
I loved how both Theseus and me and Dusa were like on every word, like, oh, we like these stories. Tell us more.
Yes. And we got to hear everyone's favorite song. That was a fun little thing that I got to put you on the spot for.
Hang on.
I was like,
I
right to
couldn't-
Spotify. Let's go.
Thank
I
you
couldn't
so
open Spotify fast enough, and I was the
had
first one,
songs.
and
I had a
music
list.
just
Which
all
shout
music,
out
all I could
to,
think it was REM,
thanks, Theseus.
but I couldn't use that one.
Yeah, shout out to some of you have playlists for your characters out there that I'll have to put on the social soon. We can check out. Maybe I'll put
Oh,
them in
I
the
should
description on this video.
I
Hold on,
looked
I need to fix
at the
mine.
playlist and I thought, what's the funniest title to say to this man?
Yes, yes.
Mm.
So I was thinking
A
that,
morsel.
and my answer immediately almost was WAP,
Yeah.
but But
I want to
was
hear
like,
that on the harp now.
Juice would not say that.
No.
What did
My
she know? That'd be hilarious. She
Move
loves
bitch
buckets and
was
mops.
a callback to the Aries thing.
Yes.
It was the
Yeah,
first thing
yours
that
was so
I was like, well, what would make sense if he's trying to duck saying something that he actually would be listening to? Is like, move bitch.
Yes. That was great. I also like the idea of Orpheus actually knowing all of that too.
Yeah, that also was the funny thing to me. I was like,
Yeah.
imagine that. Orpheus just starts saying move bitch on a harp.
And then calls Ludacris by his real name,
Yes.
his government name,
Yeah.
not by Luda. Okay, Orpheus calling people by their government names.
Because that's, to me, that's a weird mixture of like cred of actually knowing it, but also like nerdy for calling him by his.
Good on you, Bully, for just having that info right at the
Exactly.
top of your head.
Look, I fucked with Ludacris hard. So I say
Oh.
it past tense. Still do.
Still do to this day.
I-
boom, boom.
Blueberry Yum Yum stays on the playlist.
Yes.
It's there. It's there.
I do like you now had to put Ludacris on your playlist.
Southern hospitality. Let's go.
Oh, I live in
Hey.
Atlanta. I'm all about that.
Let's have a whole Ludacris episode. But anyway, that was that.
Yes.
And then weirdly being aggressive
Luda
towards
comes to
Thanatos.
Hades.
Well, I can't. I'm allowed to say I loved my own moment because I did. Is
Yeah.
You are.
the like the sad brooding one, and then Thanatos starts answering, and it's like, no, Theseus.
No, Theseus.
It
No,
was perfect.
amazing. No, that
Just
that
also, you need to clip that because Wes, your face for like in that split second of like, how dare he? And then you were like, no, wait, in character, but like you, Wes, your face.
'Cause you had a
need
good
to
song
watch you
ready,
in that
you were
moment.
I had it
there.
ready.
You were in the
You were
moment.
so ready.
God, there's moments where I shine through, and there's moments where Thanatos shines through, where it's just like, no, I have the assignment perfectly picked up. I've done this, and it's like, fuck.
You need
Ooh.
you and Bully both need to watch that moment because Bully, you're the pleasure in your face.
You look so pleased with yourself.
look-
Me smug looking?
Oh,
No. No. Yeah, that was music class. Then we had Nick Schaus, who, what is math but chaos and infinite possibilities? And
Yo,
that's
that reminded me of my theoretical mathematics professor so much. I was like, what the fuck are you doing in my head? Get out. Get out. That guy's an asshole.
oh, I've hated all my math teachers. I also just hate math. And all of them sound like that to
Seconded.
me to where it doesn't make sense. So I was like, that's it's chaos. So here we are. Please don't make me play them again, because I don't know what to do with that. But they're there.
Hey, good to know. When next time you kill Zag, we're all going to math class.
Let's go to math. And then Achilles with history felt right. And also I wanted, instead of being like a former famous soldier, to me, I don't know why, but I just liked the idea of him being like a C-list Seagal maybe action hero back in the day.
Okay, yeah, and Pat does theater. Like I see.
yep.
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 Mhm.
I'm
Also, I would like to say, Dusa totally knows Achilles from the movies.
Yes. But also,
feel like
he
Dusa
also
would have
is
seen it.
clearly the only one who would know how to teach too. I'm like, if anyone would actually
Yeah.
be a good teacher, Achilles.
Oh,
is,
yeah, for sure. That
Clearly,
makes
100%. Would have spent much more time with him if we weren't fully out. But there, the more Achilles moments will definitely come up. And then Pat, what happened
Yo.
there? Oh,
Killed me with that.
What happened? What happened?
Like,
What happened there?
much like Wes's reaction, my reaction to when Pat went off, I was like, oh, it's on now.
I don't know where that came. As it was
That
leaving
was so
me,
aggressive.
I'm sorry. As it was leaving me, I'm like,
No,
oh
it was
no.
perfect.
Yo,
It was beautiful.
Because it was the perfect thing. It was the perfect sort of response to Theseus is sort of like, no, I'm not gonna use my pain in this.
Yeah.
And then you bring up like one of the most painful things that's ever happened to him.
Yeah. Look, Fan looking up earlier and like us establishing it's a knowledge out there, and Pat's the type that he's gonna look stuff up. I'm like,
Mhm.
Oh no,
Yeah.
he Googled all of us.
something awoken in him/me, and I'm sorry, but also I loved it. Also loved you like stepped up to him like, what do I fight him? Do I hit the teacher for this? That was really mean.
That's I like in college, not high school, but in
I would
college.
have had Theseus roll to throw hands if Thanatos didn't stop him. That
Which
was
could have
I
been
feel like that's gonna be
awesome.
the next time we see him.
Because Pat could probably throw hands too, so
Yeah,
that would be.
Sure.
That sad boy.
We
could
can't let you
probably
get
throw
beaten
down
up by a
too,
teacher
yeah.
episode 2.
Yeah, can't
Right?
have that. Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had theater professors that have done that exact same goddamn thing, and it has not worked out well for them before. I've seen other students in my classes just like go off on them, and be like, "How dare you?" and everything, and like even straight up punch a professor in college. And I was like that took me back. That was a sense memory there. Seeing that whole
Yeah,
thing. I was
yeah.
like, oh no.
Yeah, I've taken my theater electives to be like, these are still children, kind of. Like, I get it, but I'm like, sir, this is college theater or high school theater. You don't need to ruin their life, but I will. I'm sorry, Theseus. But also, I loved that moment.
It's okay. Bully just want to make us cry.
One day.
It was perfect. It was perfectly evil. And as someone who runs my games very much the same way, I
Yeah, I was gonna
cannot
say,
be
I
mad.
don't feel bad. It's you.
I can't be mad.
You've done worse to me last week.
I was saying, I was
Yeah.
like, you've dealt with me playing these games.
Y'all just swapping licks at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our
it's-
multiverse of just attacking each other in different settings and games.
The last episode of this is just gonna be you two just going at it. I don't know if it's gonna be hot or not, but we're gonna be here for it.
And then of course Sisyphus teaches gym. Who's a better coach than Sisyphus?
He's got
I
a
love it,
ball
the
with a face
basketball.
on it.
I was like, Boldy is Wilson. Wilson is Boldy.
Yes.
Boldy. I love Boldy.
And then yeah, those were our teachers. We did I liked the dinner too. I liked Theseus making the moves then with Zeus of like, all right, he's taking his licks with his crew. He's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll hear what Zeus has to say, and then come back and be like, all right, we're gonna fuck over. I loved that.
Oh, I had to tell Zeus to his face because Zeus is used to being the king of the castle here.
Mhm.
So I was like, if you fuck me, I'll ruin you.
I'm excited for that. Some of the lines are getting drawn. The
Making
battle
moves.
planning was fun, especially Deuce the one coming up with like, let's use the thing to frame him. Beautiful. And then seeing the vision come to life with Poseidon being one to find Zag on the beach.
Good play, sir. Good play.
Mhm.
Good play.
I'm glad that we were there for it.
Me too.
Yep.
You had
That-
to be.
You had me silent for almost the rest of the episode with that, just because it was like I was like, holy shit, it actually worked. Okay, all right, it actually worked.
Oh, I
I had
had
to
to.
stop myself from singing the Baywatch music right there at the end.
Yes.
Okay, because I totally pictured Baywatch.
I described
Stand in the
Baywatch.
darkness.
Yes, yeah. 100% Poseidon.
Like it was beautiful.
And also, it weirdly works to where, I love you guys again capitalizing. I literally anything. I'm like, they could use this. You guys just snatch everything and fucking run with it.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
you for it. Immediately
I
coming
was
back and like,
oh, there-
we're gonna piss Zeus off by pushing up Poseidon. You literally started doing it separately without even talking about it. And then I was like, yeah, this is why you're all in the same crew.
I wanted to piss off Zeus.
Fuck that guy.
I was thinking it.
Get him
from
off
the
his
start.
get him
I
off
was
his
like,
game a little
well,
bit.
how do I throw Zeus off his high horse? Put somebody else in front of him in the same crew. Like,
Mhm, mhm.
And we had
Beautiful.
already started that.
Let them
It's
take
like
care of
we are-
themselves.
All know what we're doing.
Professionals. And then
So, did I get to take my bag with me?
yeah,
That Deuce
you got your
packed?
bag. They'll let you
Perfect.
take your bag. And then we got
Cool.
theater. The greatest theater of all, wrestling.
Squared circle.
Which I didn't know how I was gonna fit it in. From the very beginning, because each school's like their sport, and I'm like, wrestling is the most like Olympian style. Like I don't know. I'm like, I'm gonna make wrestling somehow a huge deal at this school.
Now
It's
I
gonna
have
be
to
like,
think up of all of Theseus moves.
yes, but I'm like,
What is my
also I want it to be
signature
this
move?
like underground thing, and also I love the like, yeah, the weird Fight Club secret thing, but it's all I'm excited for this. And I know
Fan is a
wrestling.
secret underground wrestling fan, isn't he? Like hardcore.
I mean, I am, so I have to make it.
I was about to say, so
like-
this is
Yeah.
where
I was-
Theseus and Than
Well, I
connect
agree.
right here.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's like I think this is gonna be really good because I was thinking of like because not to give too much away, but like thinking of like doing the research on Theseus and finding that stuff out about his parents and stuff like that. Thanatos is cold, but he doesn't. I mean, he has a heart, and you see that in the games and stuff like that. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to start making moves to start bridging the gap between Theseus, but I don't want it to be too soon or anything like that. And like, professional wrestling, like, there's nothing more that brings people together more. than
Doomsday
just-
Device, let's go. We got a
Yeah.
tag team move.
yeah, dog. Like, I'm
It's-
here for it.
It's this weird, silly, dramatic thing that I'm forcing on all of you, but we're
Mm.
having over the top wrestling with our gods.
Oh no,
100% on board for
Oh,
this.
So,
I don't
Oh,
know
I was
how
just
it's gonna
thinking about
play
this.
out with any of your characters, but I wanted to end on it, give you time to think about it.
First
My
PBTA
volatiles
game I
and
played was a wrestling PBTA game.
What? Oh, yeah.
my
The
volatiles
World
and
Wrestling.
-1.
As it
I
should
am
be.
not.
Go.
Yeah. You said Hypnos. We're gonna need tag team.
They already
champions.
Hypnos is Orange Cassidy's already. I mean, he's laid the groundwork for
it's
Hypnos.
right there. Yeah, yeah.
Hypnos is just gonna like try to fight him, and I'll just talk their ear off.
I
But
don't know.
also,
We'll figure
I'm
it out,
gonna
and I'm excited
cheat.
to figure it out.
'Cause
Dude,
that's
so
what's
the
in
mouth
the
of the
bag. It's
south.
stuff to.
I was saying,
Yeah.
we got managers. We got managers. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh. So the bunch of stuff I put in my bag are like cleaning supplies and like, like.
The cleaner.
Yes.
Dusa Omega.
But like, my whole plan was like, if this goes really bad, I'm just gonna spray Lysol.
No Windex someone in the
Why do you
eyeballs.
smell like pine sol?
So nasty.
Oh,
So I just
Isn't it
want you to know
close?
that is what's in the bag. Is
Jesus Christ.
cleaning supplies, of course.
Amazing.
I'm excited. We've got introductions out of the way. We've already got great dynamics going with this group and the God Squad, and now we just start letting some things build up and unravel. Awesome. Any
Looks like
any
professionals.
parting words? Anything specific you're looking forward to or interested in exploring?
I can't wait to unravel the enigma in a riddle, in a puzzle that is Dusa. I think that there's definitely more to Dusa than just being stammering and stuff like that. That I think I'm here
We
for it.
started to see it a little bit. Hypnos called it out.
so I don't know what to do, but let's do evil.
Weaponize Hypnos now. That is that like
Yes.
put together.
Weaponize
If
Hypnos.
Hypnos ever comes to another dream, Theseus is going to figure this shit out because Hypnos is not someone Theseus would dream about, really.
Oh yeah, that was such a
Furthest
good
thing
use.
from his mind. Because it's not like he doesn't have a feeling on Hypnos right now. So
No.
Hypnos wouldn't be there. So Hypnos showing up makes Theseus feel really weird. And if Theseus finds out that this is the thing that Hypnos can do, he's gonna be like, all right, now you can fight the end of the fucking world. Let's make it happen.
Could not wait to see who Hypnos is going to start bonding with on the God Squad, because everyone started like picking a god or
Mhm.
having a god like pick them, but everyone has kind of a god they're close to, but Hypnos doesn't yet.
Hypnos has stepped up to the big dog off the bat. So
Asked him if he was
Yeah.
juicing.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know if you count that as getting close, but he got Zeus's attention as like he would expect that stuff from Than or Meg or Theseus, but the fact that Hypnos was the one trying to call his ass out, he's like, I'm not letting that go.
fantastic.
Hypnos and Zeus. Did not know I was waiting for that, but I am now.
Here for it.
It's a disaster. And that's the thing I'm most scared about. Mostly for Zeus. I'm worried for anyone.
Terrified.
You leave me out.
Oh man, I do not want to break Hypnos's heart. Can you
Right?
imagine
Think
that?
about
Just
that.
like I just want to take a nap. Oh God, get out of my brain.
The
Oh,
barrage.
no.
Oof. Oof.
Okay.
Perfect.
Amazing as always. You're all brilliant, and I have so much fun playing with you. And
So are you.
You're brilliant.
Big ditto.
thanks. Let's do this again sometime. Maybe next week.
Maybe next week.
Same time.
I'll see if I can schedule it.
Okay, cool. Same time,
Oh,
same
okay.
place.
All right.
Yeah, that's been our after show. Thanks for listening to us ramble on and compliment each other. Bye.